guys,
Hi.
welcome to WML Reviews. Today we are reviewing two movies, Stonehearst Asylum and Winchester. I'll let my mom start us off.
Okay, Stonehearst Asylum. It is a twisty-turny kind of movie. It isn't scary. It is, I won't say it's scary, but I will say that if you have little ones, they might get scared. It is set in the 1800s, kind of like that era, and it has Kate Beckinsale, who plays one of the main characters in the movie, and it is in an asylum, and she has been sent there by her husband, and you find out later on in the movie that actually she really was not insane, but and the reason why she was sent there was because her husband was just a big old jerk. But that aside, the movie is kind of like I said, a twisty turny, and you have to pay really close attention. But it's a really good movie. I have seen it before, and I found it again and watched it with my daughter just recently, and I like it. I have, like I said, I saw it before, and I saw it with my mother, and we both really enjoyed it. And so then I wanted my daughter to see it, and with that, I will let her tell you what she thought.
Okay, so Stonehearst Asylum. I really enjoyed the movie. I'd say it's kind of scary, but actually more leaning towards the suspenseful kind of movie. Like my mom said, if you have littles, I would not suggest watching it. But if you're kind of a fan of those suspenseful, kind of scary movies, I think you'll really enjoy it. It's very twisty turny. The end is definitely not what you're expecting it to be. It's quite interesting the way they did it, and I really enjoyed how they did it. Like my mom was saying, one of the main women who is in the asylum, isn't necessarily actually, she's not actually insane, but, I won't say too much more other than that, because otherwise it kind of, gives away too much. But, I really enjoyed the movie, and I enjoyed all the actors and actresses. They did an amazing job in their roles. They really encapsulated the characters that they were having to play with their different quirks or mental illnesses that they were portraying. And I think that was pretty good, because I mean, let's be honest, it's kind of hard to be able to make that seem realistic when of course you don't actually have that kind of mental illness. So it was very astonishing that they were able to get them so spot on. And I love when actors and actresses are able to do that, because it's so amazing, and it just makes the whole thing even more like you're there. Like you're in the crowd watching all this unravel. And I just really liked that. That being said, I'll let my mom talk about Winchester.
Okay. Winchester is another movie that is set back in like the 1800s, right?
Early 1900s.
Early 1900s. And if you have ever heard anything about the Winchester house, this is a movie loosely based on the Winchester Mansion, and my belief is that the Winchester Mansion is in Washington State. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's where it is. Anyways, the movie movie is set in a time. The woman who is the Winchester widow, she basically, the idea is that she, in the movie, she has this home and she keeps building on and building on and building on in areas of the house that lead to nowhere, different rooms and such, and as the movie comes full circle, you realize that later on in the movie that it is kind of a malevolent force that's causing her do new blueprints for the house to make the house expand, and the reason being is because this person, malevolent force, has a lot of resentment towards the name Winchester. Winchester was a name of a gun. And I don't want to give too much of the storyline away, but it is a very, very good movie. It's rated PG-13, and it's very spooky. It doesn't have gore or anything yucky or anything like that. I will say though, if you have littles, you might not want to watch it with them. They might get super scared. And Stonehearst is also rated PG-13, and they both are very good movies. I definitely would recommend if you have a preteen, a teenager, or just yourself. Definitely, it's a good watch. It's a good jump scare kind of movie. And with that, I'll let my daughter tell you what she thought.
So, like my mom said, it's definitely a scary jump scare kind of a movie. After the first few scenes, you'll probably be like at the edge of your seat with a blanket, waiting for the next jump scare that could come out at any moment. I definitely enjoyed the storyline. It's very complex, and like my mom said with the storyline, in her explanation of it, as even just that, you can tell it's a very complex kind of a movie, and it's just really good because you are going through watching this movie, and as you're watching it and the characters are figuring out exactly what's going on, you feel like you're there with them, like trying to figure out the mystery of why all this is happening, what's causing this, which spirit is directly connected with all of these occurrences, and at the same time trying to figure out how do we stop this. So I really enjoyed it, and I would definitely suggest it if you're into that sort of thing. Like my mom said, it's rated PG-13, so if you have a preteen or a teenager, or even if you're an adult but you don't really like those scary movies with a bunch of language in them, this is definitely a movie that I think you would enjoy. And with that being said, it's just a really good movie. I don't know what more to say other than that.
I don't either. It is definitely a good movie. The widow Winchester is played by Helen Mirren. So that alone, right there, I mean, she is a great actress, and so. And I can't think of the gentleman's name, but he is the one that played the father in the new adaptation of Pet Cemetery. He plays in this movie. He plays a key role, and there's other people that you see in the movie, but those are the two main characters in the film, and it is a really good jump scare socks off you kind of a movie. definitely would recommend it. Definitely would say that if you guys have seen this and you disagree with our view or our review, I guess, of the movie or both movies, let us know. And or let us know if you have any TV shows or movies that you would like us to critique and review. Um, Let us know, and with that, give us a like, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, so that way anytime we post a new video, you'll be known of when that happens. And with that being said, guys, we're gonna say goodbye, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.